Hi everyone, let's do Leetcode 19, remove nth node from the end of the list. So let's look at an example. We're given this input list and basically we want to remove the second node from the end of the list. This is the first one, this is the second one. So we want to remove these four. How can we do that? Let's actually go through this example to see how we can find a possible solution. We know here that n is equals to 2. Which means that we want to remove this node here. So what we could actually do is have two pointers, a pointer, let's call it left, and a pointer right. And we want right to actually initialize as head plus 2. So our right pointer is going to be here. Because what we want to do is we want to keep an offset equals to n, which in this case is 2. What happens now is we are going to move left and r by one position each. R is going to be here and left is now going to be here. Again, same thing, we want to move r again and left is here. One last time, r is at null at the end of the list. So once r is at the end of the list, we have an offset of 2 between left and right. And as we can see, left is at the same node which we want to actually remove. But there is one problem. We want to remove this node, so what we really want is to be here. We want left to be one position before the end. What we can do is actually have a dummy node, which is quite common in linked list problems. This is how that would look like. So we have a dummy, I'm just gonna call it D, we don't really care about the value, and we're gonna have left to start here, but we want R to still start here. We're now gonna move them again. Right is here, left is gonna come here, we are gonna move right again, and same for left. And now right is now going to be null. We're going to move left by one position. So as you can see, left is now just before the node we want to remove. So what we're going to do is we are going to break this connection here and have 3 to point to 5. And that's simply how we can find our solution. So here is a summary of the steps we have actually taken. We also have a step 0 here, which is create dummy node. Okay, so the time complexity for this solution is big O of n. We just need to pass through this list once. And space complexity is big O of 1. We are not using any extra space. Okay, let's try some code now. So the first thing we need to do is to create a dummy node. And we're going to initialize it with any value, we don't really care. But we want the next to be the head of our linked list. Now we want to initialize our two pointers. So a left pointer, which is going to start at our dummy node, and the right pointer, which initially is going to be head. So right is initially going to be at head. But as we explained, we want right to be first node plus 2. So we're going to use a simple while loop. While n is equals to 0 and the right is not null, we're going to shift right by 1. And we want to decrement n by 1 each time. Okay, so now we want to shift both pointers by 1 up until right is null. So while right, we want to move left by 1. And we want to move right by 1 as well. Once we have done this, we are going to delete the desired node. So left is going to be one position before the node we want to delete. We want the next pointer of the current left node to skip the next node. So we're simply going to do left.next.next. In the end, we're going to return our dummy node.next. And let's see if this works. As you can see, it does work. I hope this was useful. Please like and subscribe my video. Please also check out the other blind 75 questions I've solved. Thank you.